my name's Mary Alex England, and I'm the head athletic trainer for a swim team. And y'all are all part of the swim team, so swim team's grown in the past few speeches. Last August, photos of Michael Phelps created quite the buzz in the media. No, he was not seen taking hits from a huge bong again, but rather, Michael Phelps was seen walking the pool deck at Rio with strange red-purple circular bumps all across his shoulders. Nope, he was not in a bar fight, and no, he was not attacked by a crazy Rio animal. But rather, Michael Phelps had cupping therapy performed on his shoulders between prelims and finals to ensure that he would be ready to race the world record times that we know him to do so well. So luckily for all y'all, we have just been certified for cupping therapy, and we have just received the proper cupping equipment so we can start performing this in our training room. But before we start this, I want to let you know about the history, the procedures, the benefits, and the side effects about cupping so you can be ready to know it when you come to the training room. The first common misconception about cupping is that it's an incredibly new trend and it just came up. This is not true at all. In fact, cupping therapy is probably one of the oldest therapy trends in the US and other cultures. It's been used in ancient Greek, Egyptian, and Chinese cultures. In fact, Ebers Papyrus, the oldest medical book on file from 1550 BC, notes cupping therapy was used to treat fever, vertigo, pain, or lack of appetite. Basically, any problem you were having in ancient times, they stuck a cup on you and said you were good to go. The other common misconception about cupping is in ancient times, the cups were made of animal horn. Now, this is not what we use at all today. In fact, the cups today will only be used on your shoulders for pain in between practices, and also the cups are made of glass as well. So now that you know about the history of cupping therapy, you probably want to know how we're going to be using the procedures in our training room. For cupping therapy, there's two different kinds. There's wet cupping and there's dry cupping. We will only be using dry cupping therapy in our training room, but I want to let you know how wet cupping therapy works. So with wet cupping, it involves cutting tiny little slits wherever we're putting the cup, so in this case it would be your shoulders, and then we stick the cup on top of that. Now, we're not using this procedure at all in the training room. We're only using dry cupping. So for dry cupping in the training room, we will start by first oiling your shoulders. This is going to prevent any excess friction or pain on your shoulders. Then we will put a cup on your shoulders and we will pull up with a tiny vacuum pump. This is going to look really weird. They kind of look like strange boils. The first time it happens, you'll probably take a lot of pictures for your Snapchat and show your friends, be like, oh, look at this weird, crazy thing I'm doing. But it's not bad at all. The third is that we'll leave this cup on your shoulders for 5 to 10 minutes. After this time period, we will take the cup off your shoulders and lightly massage out your shoulders. Now, it sounds incredibly painful. Pulling up skin, what? No, don't worry at all. It just feels like a minor pinch, I promise. And we'll only be putting 3 to 5 cups on your shoulders to begin with. And then as you become more comfortable with the process, we'll definitely increase that so that we can increase the blood flow. So this brings me to the benefits. I mean, of course you want to hear how this is going to make you swim faster. So the first benefit is that, like I said before, the cup lifts the skin. So this helps improve the circulation. With improved circulation, you have reduced pain and it speeds up healing. So this way you can perform your best. We're mostly going to be using cupping therapy between prelims and finals. So in the morning after you have a really great swim and you make the final round, we'll be using cupping therapy in order to ensure that your shoulders are ready to go for the finals. Also, for double practice days, so you have a hard practice in the morning and in the afternoon, we'll be using cupping therapy in between then to ensure your shoulders are ready to go, just like Michael Phelps. We want to reduce that soreness. But also there are some side effects. So like I said with the benefits, it improves the circulation. So with the cup, since it pulls up the skin, all the blood flow goes to that area. And that explains why Michael Phelps had those strange reddish purple marks on his back. It's just improved circulation. So even though this looks like a bruise, they're not tender to touch at all. It doesn't hurt if you poke it or anything like that. And these bruises, or not bruises, I'm sorry, these marks will probably last for 3 to 5 days. And as you become more comfortable with it, it'll probably last even longer. But hey, this is a small price to pay for best times and your shoulders feeling great in between practices. So now that you know about the history, the procedure, the benefits, and the side effects of cupping therapy, you're ready to rock those purple reddish circles on your backs across the pool deck just like Michael Phelps.